Hello, I am Jeff Parsons, aka the $20 Brokeski, and today, this video, I am going to show you my muscles. No, not muscles as in muscles, not muscles as in Hogan muscles, but muscles. These little pink figures that came out in the 80s and 90s. These came out in like 15 of WWE. There's Hacksaw. But muscles, millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere. So that is what it stands for. And stay tuned for this video. I will show you the 12 that I have. Again, muscles, millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere. Stay tuned. All right, here I am. Want to see my muscles? No, I have no muscles, trust me. But the figures that I was talking about in the intro are muscles. They look like this. That's Mean Gene. They're all pink. Mean Gene. To interview people, I opened them. I kept one unopened. That's what was in the intro as well. And trivia. What movie is the line that Andre said is from? Leave a comment below. It has Mean Gene. There's 12 of them, I believe. 12. Rowdy Piper. Big hands. They all have big hands. Back of Piper. Piper's shirt actually says Hot Rod. I don't know if you can see it. It's small, but his shirt actually says Hot Rod. It's pretty cool. Then there's Junkyard Dog. Big star in the 90s, 80s. Huge star of Mid-South in the 80s. Junkyard Dog wearing his chain. All these, as you can tell, are from the late 80s, early 90s of the WWF. Some mid-80s. Iron Sheik. Sheiky baby. Cameraman. Focus on me. Number one. Guy who Hogan beat for the title. Started Hulkamania. Started the wrestling revolution. Iron Sheik. Also, what was in Ric Flair's training class? Jake the Snake Roberts with Damien around his neck. Yes, I'll say it's Damien. They're set in the 80s, so Earthquake didn't squish him yet and have snake burgers on Raw. So, there's Jake the Snake. Then, of course, you can't have 80s, 90s WWF without Hacksaw. With this 2x4. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Big in Mid-South as well. Mid-South as in the Oklahoma territory, not Memphis. And his big rival is down there. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. But there he was just Ted DiBiase. So, $1 Million Man has a $1 million belt. And it has money, of course. So, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Him and Hacksaw was Hacksaw. Mid-South, they had every kind of gimmick match there was. Then whenever they did all of the gimmick matches, they pretty much put all of the gimmick matches together into one match and fought each other. That's how big that rivalry was and how much they grew. So, Hacksaw and $1 Million Man. Then, of course, you got Sergeant Slaughter. He has his Marine hat on, so I'll say it's good Sergeant Slaughter. Or at least not the Iraqi sympathizer. Slaughter was one of the ones that liked to turn good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. But there's Slaughter. Then there is Of course, you can't have 90s WWE without the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior. His face is painted. He has the tassels. He has a weird look on his face, but it's Warrior. I guess he's grimacing, going, eh. So there's Warrior. And then probably the most popular three, the biggest three, is Andre the Giant. The single Andre, the bad Andre. But he does have big sideburns, so it might be good Andre. Variant, but Andre the Giant, again, they all have big hands. And then WWE Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Whenever I look at my Flair figures, I keep forgetting about this one because I have them away in the bag because I don't want them lost. There's 12 of them, so I don't want to lose them. Ric Flair. And then, I guess the biggest wrestler that was available at this time, these were released since Hogan was fired. And in my opinion, the number 2 wrestler in the era of the 80s and 90s. Macho Man Randy Savage. With the belt, with the tights on, the bandana, sunglasses. You just can't beat Macho Man. And whenever I think of the Winged Eagle, I actually think of Macho Man having it, not Hogan. Because little known fact, or maybe not little known, but Hogan wore that title out for the first time whenever him and Andre fought. Him and Andre fought at the main event, February of '88. And that's where Andre beat Hogan. And it was twin refs, so they held up the titles. This is February. So in March, April, whenever Mania was that year, Macho Man fought the $1 Million Man in the WrestleMania 4 main event, the last match for the world title. And Macho Man won. He won that world title. So, and he had it for a year. So, Macho Man and the Winged Eagle belt go hand in hand in my eyes. Thank you for taking a look at my muscles. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, enjoy, answer the question. I guess I should give you the answer. Everybody knows the answer, or lots of people should know that Andre says it's not my fault being the biggest and the strongest in The Princess Bride. And they put it on the back of that carding, which I love. That's a very good movie. So that's the answer. Hope you come in your answer, so prove that you did it. So thank you. See you next time, and I hope you enjoy it. Again, muscles stood for millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere. So muscles, MUSCLE. So that's what it stands for, and I'll see you next time.